hung out with us before in the booth, you were saying one of your not necessarily struggles, but something that you feel challenged with is writing music, right?
Yeah.
Because you never really thought like it was something that you could do full
Yeah.
on like by yourself. What
Yeah.
changed, Nadine? Like what made you decide now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna write songs.
I just stopped doubting myself because before it's always like, I every time I get intimidated when I think about words. Like I always believe now I'm just good when it comes to visuals, but when it comes to like writing, I wasn't really sure how, if I was good or if my writing makes sense or anything. I never explored writing before. So when I started the first song kasi that I ever finished was I Like It. It's in the Careless mixtape, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So when I finished writing that song and I let all the others listen to it, I sang it to them. And they were like, "This is really good." I mean, when even especially Brett, you know how Brett gets excited when he hears something that's actually good and that he likes.
Mm-hmm.
He was really like vibing to it. He was like, "Yo, you should write more." Then from then on, I just I would write like short like poems or like about my dreams or just something like every day I would start writing like short stuff lang. Not really songs, but I would practice or sometimes I would read, yung mga books here. But yeah, I guess a lot of people are just telling me to keep doing it and to not be afraid of words because I've always been afraid of words. And then it's hard for me to express my emotions kasi my parang my mouth is even while talking like while explaining myself or when I'm in a conversation, my mouth is faster than my head.
Mm.
Most
Mm-hmm.
of the time. No, that's me most of the time. So it's hard for me to express how I really feel. Like sometimes like I'd rather not say anything na lang kasi I don't know how to put it out there. But I'm learning a lot. I've been listening to a lot of music, taking down notes, getting inspired, and it helped a lot. It also helps if you're working with a producer who is the same, what do you call it, who vibes the same as you. Because with
Mm-hmm.
Calvin, I loved working with him because we're in the same headspace. Although he's really young, I think he's 21 or 22 years old, very young. He just started. He released a couple of songs, but he's leaning more into producing for now. But yeah, when he writes and he sends me the lyrics, it's like, dude, like you just read my mind. Like, how do you know that this is what I want to say? It
Yeah.
helps you to have all these people who understand you. Because I don't know, like my friends know how to finish my sentences. So when
Mm-hmm.
we all talk and when I explain to them what I'm feeling, kunyari, let's say about things about my brother. I have one song in the album that's about my brother, and then um, this is ano naman. I've worked with Marcus Davis naman. I'm sure you've Rico. I'm sure you know him.
Of course.
Yeah.
Marcus Davis, yeah. So he helped write that song. And then I was gonna say the title, pero wag na lang. Secret muna.
Secret muna, secret muna.
Spoiling stuff kasi, but anyway,
Pero
it
may,
also
may sample naman, no? Mamaya, may sample naman ng song.
Yeah.
yun na.
Okay, and
but
then,
it helps that there are people who understand how you think.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are things that you don't know how to say, or there are things that you don't know how to express that they can express for you, or that they can like, but they can explain it to you for you.
what's
Does
the
it
song?
making any sense?
Yeah, it's making sense.
You're making sense. You are. We get you. What I love is that it's so easy for you and for the rest of Careless as well. You guys can tap like really established big names. You can tap people who have been in the industry for so long. But I love how you decided to work with someone like you said who is so young and really just started like focusing on producing music, and at the same time you guys vibe. That's amazing because that's so rare as well,
And it's
right?
hard
When
to
you
find
really think about it.
and it's hard to
Yeah.
find something like that. The story naman, the song that I sampled kanina, that we wrote that together. Okay, I'll tell you the story now, fine, because I love the both of you. So, so what happened was, I think this was late last year. I was watching Breaking Bad, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was like a week long of watching Breaking Bad, lang, nothing else. So you know how like I like everything is so fresh. Everything that happened in the show is so fresh in my head. So I was watching Breaking Bad. Calvin arrives and like
Mm-hmm.
he was like showing us like stuff, beats, and all that. And then he plays this one song, "Complicated Love." He plays the beat, and I was like, "Yo, can you give me that beat?" And then he gave it to me, sent it to me, and then after like I think 20 minutes, I finished writing a verse. I was like, because it's crazy how I've I've doubted myself when it comes to writing before. Like I tried so hard to, find beats on YouTube to write to. It's always been so hard. Like I'm not inspired. I can't write to it. But this kid shows up and sends me like different beats, and for some weird reason, it just like flows.
Mhm.
Like everything that I want,
Mm.
it just starts flowing. So diba, you really have to find the right people to work with. I
Yeah.
feel.
Do you find
Oh,
that when it comes to it, like you were mentioning earlier, working about a song about your brother, was it
Yeah,
hard writing the song and also recording the song?
it
Was
was
there a
hard recording the song. It's hard like practicing the song.
Mhm.
I can't like
mm-hmm.
like I spent more time trying to stop myself from crying than actually practicing.
Mhm.
Oh,
and
Yeah,
and and
see.
what was your inspiration? Where'd you get the strength to finish the song?
um, it was actually me and Marcus working on the song. So Marcus, because you know him, like he's great, he's amazing, man. So we before this whole like shebang happened, before the lockdown happened, we had a chat. We had a long chat. We talked about what happened. Well, obviously, because he was head spearing the album, the project. So
Mm-hmm.
I had to like tell him everything that happened with my life, like everything that I want to write about, how I'm feeling right now, what I want for this album, what I want to achieve, all that. So yeah, and I told him the story about my brother, and then the next day he just starts texting me. He's like, "Yo, I thought of a good idea for the song for your brother," and from then on he just like finished the song already
Mhm.
so quick.
Wow.
Yeah, he's Marcus Davis. He's the best.
True that. True that. Hey,
No,
okay.
but I love this, Nadine, because if there's one thing we realize every single time we hang out with you, it's that you always find ways to really just discover more about yourself. And you really try to push yourself in every avenue that you can. And it's always different every single time. Like I remember, Rico, remember when she was promoting Inda and she was talking about how choreographed dancing and group
Yeah.
dancing was something totally different from what you were used to, because from what
Yeah,
you were used to performing. And then you
yeah.
spoke to us before about how writing songs was something that always scared
I
you. And
know.
then and then here you are, all of a
You
sudden
know,
writing
writing
all these
songs.
tracks. It's like,
Full
It's just
body of work, right?
this is about like believing in yourself and really trying.
Mhm.
Kasi I
yes.
would always tell myself na I'm gonna try writing today. Tapos I end up not writing kasi before I even do it, I already start doubting myself. I'm always like I can't not even trying yet. Wala pa, hindi pa nagsisimula. I'm not looking for a beat. I'm not diving in yet. Wala pa. I already start doubting myself. So yun lang, I think that's what I learned lang talaga. Like if there's something that scares you or that is hard for you to do, wag mong like don't scare like don't what do you call it? Don't start doubting yourself before you actually do it. Try it first, kasi you'll never know.
Mm.
You might discover a lot of new things about yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Jedi Master.
With self-discovery, Nadine, Carla, if you got to catch one of the things that we have come to post, is that there was a video of you at the gym doing a pshum pshum
Oh
pshum.
my god, yeah.
How's
I
that?
miss doing that. Nah,
Okay.
I miss it. That
So
was really fun though.
can you tell us about that journey of your action stardom?
Not my less than a month action startup. No, it was really fun. It was something that, I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be in an action project, in an action film.
Mhm.
So when they pitched me that project, like I didn't think twice about it. And I was like, okay, let's do it.
Mhm.
Um, the training was really fun, but it was, every this happened, so it had to be, I don't know, it had to be pushed to the side for now. But I really enjoyed it. Like for at least for a while, I really felt like I was an action star.
Uh-huh.
Aw.
Is it something that you see yourself doing, like the next roles that you would take in?
Yes, definitely. Yes. Like
Mhm.
I want it. I really want, aside from like doing music, what I really wanted to do is that. So like, action projects, just give it all to me. I want it. I want to do it.
Okay, you heard it here. To all the film producers, directors, writers, I mean, we're all stuck at home. You're probably watching this. Put Nadine at the top of your list, okay? So when 2020 is over, Pandora takes your box
Yeah.
back. Like,
Yeah.
we'll get to that. But Nadine, like, especially now with ECQ, I love how you're saying, like, I love it. Like, I'm thriving. Like, I'm actually enjoying this time.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are days when you wake up and you don't feel good, right? I mean, that's just like a natural thing that everybody has. But like,
Yeah.
especially for you, now that you're writing music and you're creating art, where do you find the inspiration or the drive to create these things? Because especially for those in the creative field, it can
Yeah.
be really hard. Like, this is your block, this is your writer's block, because there's really nothing. You can't go outside, you can't see your friends. So where do you find the inspiration to create your songs and your music?
But that's the thing. Like I'm always out. I'm always like, like working. I'm always doing like random stuff. So I'm never at home. I'm never in my head.
Mhm.
That's why
Mm.
that's why I got to write, because I have like all the time in the world just to spend, diba, inside my head, like trying to figure out what what had happened in the past
Mm.
years, diba, what had happened in my life, and then things that I, like what you said, like Pandora's box na, things that I've hid
Mhm.
in the box for a very long time. I had to pull out and kind of decode them and learn to parang express.
Mhm.
Kasi
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of things that are hard for me to express still, like a lot of things about my brother, a lot of things about, like just where I'm at right now.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to spoil it because I might spoil the songs, and I'm really bad at there. But yeah, I just have all this time that I can. Um, how do I explain it? It's so hard. Mm, basta yeah, like I just like everything, like all the bad, all the good. Like I said, when you're not doing anything, you tend to like think about,
Mhm.
how do I explain? It's so hard to explain it kasi.
I, I I actually get. I think
Diba?
Rico and I get what you're trying
My
to say,
mouth is
because it's
faster
so
than my head.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
It's
what I'm
and
trying to say.
it's so interesting that you say, like, my normal regular life is I'm always out. I'm always
Yeah.
doing something. So because I'm so busy with that, I have no time to really just sit with my thoughts. And it turns
Yeah.
out, in order for you to write and create, that's what you needed to do. You needed that pause. You needed to
Yeah.
get in your head.
That's what I want my music to be then to express myself and to share my story, everything that's happened to me. So like that's what a good album is, kasi if it really comes from you, if it's personal, if it's
Mm-hmm.
your heart, diba? Kasi
that's like
Yeah.
it's like the separation of a single and a full album. No, that's like
yeah.
the full project of work,
Yeah,
as they.
because those are the kinds of music that I truly enjoy. If it's like coming from the heart, there are a lot of artists
Mm-hmm.
who really take time to write and like bring all their emotions to the table. Jhené Aiko is one of my favorite artists. The Weeknd's latest album is also really good because it was like about, what had happened with his life. But yeah, if it's something personal, because you listen to these artists' music to get to know them better and get to like kind of connect with them, diba?
Yeah.
And it's like sharing your story, and I haven't done that. Like, I know a lot of people know what happened in my life, but like in the details, not really,
Yeah.
And
diba?
one thing, Nadine, that we've noticed, I guess all your fans know this, is that magaling kang yung magpigil ng emotion when it
Yeah,
comes
Mm.
in situation, when you are put to spot, on the spot by people, para bang ikaw lang parang, okay, the art of deadma. You know when
so
to,
yeah,
di ba?
I'm good at what do you call it, swerving.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
good at swerving, but you're also very honest and very frank. I think that's what a lot of people appreciate about you, especially for an artista, for a celebrity, for personality. There are times when I'm sure other celebrities are like, okay, I'm so afraid to like call it out, but you're just like, listen, I have no, I'm gonna say what I feel and how I think about the situation, take it or leave it. I think that's something people really appreciate.
Yeah, because I want a lot of people to learn from me. I'm a huge fan of Lady Gaga, and like I always watch her documentary on Netflix, 5'2", and every time I watch, but I think I watched it like more than 10 times now, and every time I watch it, I just fall in love like all over again because she's real. She's honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's not afraid to show everyone who she really is. And I'm learning from that. And I want people to learn from me as well, the way I'm learning from her. Diba? Like I want to inspire people to be themselves and not be afraid to, to show them like who they really are and to me, kasi like people, I see a lot of DMs na asking me like, how are you so strong? Like, how do you get over this? Blah blah. Just asking for advice.
mhm,
And it's nice. Like I like that they look up to me and see me as someone who is very, who's strong.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? And it's nice to be that person because at the same time maybe I also or maybe it rubs off on them and makes them feel like if she can do this, if Nadine can do this, I can do this as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people are struggling with a lot of things, a lot of different things, and I want to be kind of like the poster girl,
Mhm.
at least their poster
Mm-hmm.
girl, or someone who's really strong, someone who's like just who knows that you can get through anything and everything. But I don't know. Like people see me as that talaga. Like I don't know.
But do you ever
Because
see
it's
yourself?
true.
It's true, we see it, and it's good
Yeah.
to have a figure to look up to,
Yeah.
serve as guidance and everything. Well, coming up, ladies and gentlemen, for those that are tuning in via RX931 on the radio, but here on Facebook.com/RX931, Nadine, kamusta naman ang halaman?
Ah,
Talk about
how are
that.
your plants?
You know what?
You've
I
been
wish
planting a lot.
I have a lot of plans. I wish I use my phone so I can like move easily, but I'm using my laptop kasi. But my plants are doing well. I have a mini garden outside. My house is full of plants because I had to bring them all inside because it's too hot. Like a lot of them
Mm-hmm.
might die because they're not used to being out in the sun, like
Mhm.
in direct sunlight. So they're all inside. I'm looking at all of them right now. No, I love plants. Like I love seeing plants. Even though I'm in like in the city and a lot of buildings around me, but I still feel at home and I still feel like I'm connected because you know how I love nature. I love going on trips. I love going to the beach. I love hiking. Yeah,
Yep.
so it still makes me feel connected in a way because I'm looking at my surroundings and it's just like all buildings and concrete and
Mhm.
metal. Yeah.
Okay, look at you, green thumb. Noted. Look at
Agree.
you planning things. Okay, look at you with your mini forest.
Green thumb. My mom loves plants. Like for
Oh,
real. She loves plants. Like ever since I was little, she would always be, in the garden, like tending to her plants.
aw, you take after your mom then, or like you're getting there.
My plants are dying.
We're gonna hear some songs on air.
Being honest.
Right now, we're gonna hear some songs. Nadine is joining us. For those who are watching us over Facebook.com/RX931, Nadine is with us. Don't forget the hashtag for today. Nadine goes all out. We're gonna go on something. What are you gonna show with us? Are you gonna share for us, Nadine, at this moment? You got some art?
Art
Or Cal.
or Cal, I can share Cal. But
All
I
right,
have to
here-
go.
Oh,
Yeah, but
people miss Cal.
yeah, I'll show you all my doggo. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm so excited to have Cal. You know what? Your posts of Cal on Instagram, I feel like brighten up so many people's days because he is such a funny dog. Like, especially, how people say, oh, now during this ECQ, I'm getting to know more of my husband or my sister or my mom. Have you
Yeah.
gotten to know Cal in like a different way? Because again, you're so used to being so busy. But
Yeah.
now you're really stuck at home with him. What has he been doing that you just like you're laughing like, oh my god, you're such a funny dog?
So right now, like what I discovered, this was recently lang. He he loves taking over my bed. Like right now he's upstairs.
Mhm.
He's like he owns my bed. That's his bed. That's not mine. Nakikita ko sa likod. No, I swear, like all the time, like I would be here downstairs like working out or like prepping my food or going on meetings, and then pag akyat ko he's there, the aircon is on, in the like on the middle of the bed lying down, and when I come in he just looks at me like, oh, what?
He's probably like, yes, what do you need from me in my room, in my aircon? You're disturbing me.
I want to go for those na.
Is this the
I
first
wanna
ever pet you've ever had? Is this the first pet, or you had pets before?
I had pets before. I had dogs before. I had another dog, but he stuck with my parents because my parents love him so much. They smother him. They don't want to give him to me. So, but I've always wanted a corgi. I've always wanted a corgi. I don't know why. Because they're so smiley. Like every time I
Yeah.
see photos of corgis online, like on Pinterest, it like I just want to squeeze them because they look like they're smiling all the time.
And their butts.
Yeah,
Their butts are like the best.
like little legs. So cute.
Oh, you've become like a full-fledged plant and fur mom during this ECQ. Like, look at you, Nadine, slowing down the pace and like becoming domestic.
I know.
I love it.
Oh my god. I don't know if I should share because I didn't get to plan out what I wanted to show you all, but
Come
I've
on,
always-
let's be spontaneous.
I've been organizing my cupboard. Like
Oh.
I bought like food storage and stuff, and we
Can we
just
see it?
organized everything. Do you want to see?
Yes,
Yes.
show us a storage tour.
Oh my god!
Storage
Right
tour.
now? Right
Yes.
now?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Ladies
Wait.
and gentlemen.
Cal first or my storage first?
Storage.
Storage, storage.
Wait.
Ito na.
I don't want to show my whole house. Okay. See you in a minute.
Ladies and
First of
gentlemen.
all, this is a Monster exclusive, Rico. We're getting a cupboard storage tour with Nadine Lustre.
But I'm not done with it because some of the food storage, like the containers, I haven't received yet. But
Okay.
this is
I love the disclaimer.
Buksan mo na. Wow. Walang
Ooh.
laman. Ang linis. Oh, yung
And
iba.
then-
Yung iba. Ano yung iba?
inside.
Si ate.
Oh, I'm so cute.
Wow.
Oh my god!
That's what I've been obsessing on, like containers,
Okay,
mga
Khloe
Tupperware.
Kardashian.
Oh, and this is my, how I've been posting about like black garlic
Ah.
on my.
Yes!
This is my fermenter.
Oh, we have
Wait,
vending machine. That's nice.
this is my
Wow.
favorite. So when you open it up, it has like all the. Wait, is it hot? It has.
Don't
Wait,
burn
no,
yourself for it.
it's hot. It has all the. Wait, this is so hard, you guys. Like I wish I used my phone.
Galing, oh, ang galing. Kasi may temperature control siya, Carla. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So you know how like they say na black garlic is good for you,
Yeah.
good for the health. So yeah, that's what I've been doing with my
So-
kitchen.
So
Yep.
you bought basically the entire stash of garlic of Metro Manila and are making yourself black.
How about your, Nadine, how about your ref? Can we see your ref?
My ref. Oh no!
Stop putting her on the spot. You put her on
Ate.
laptop.
Ate, linisin mo muna yung ref. Tapos mapakita
No,
yung ref.
I'll be the one cleaning it. I'll be the one cleaning it. But wag muna. My containers haven't arrived yet.
Oh my
Diba?
gosh. I
I
love
wanna
it.
see, alam mo yung tira ni Nadine. Ano kaya itsura ng tira ni Nadine?
I don't have. Do I? Wala.
Wala.
I don't finish. Like if I don't finish my food, my brother finishes it.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
that's so cute.
You guys want to see Cab upstairs?
Yes,
Let's go.
let's
Okay,
go.
Wait.
Namutla si
We're
Nadine.
vlogging
Sabi ko, ref.
with Nadine.
Here we go.
Nadine, it's your vlog.
It's one of those exclusive, ladies
Oh
and gentlemen.
my
for those who-
God!
Hello.